Hey guys, welcome back to Matthew's Ballistics. What I'm doing today is going back to the ULR 454. So I'll show you. Unloaded, no round in the barrel, no round in the chamber. So what I'm doing, alright, in the previous videos I seated the bullet about as deep as a normal 300 grain lead cast, like flat point bullet would be. And right where it contacted the powder, I loaded them pretty much to about the maximum pressure or maximum amount of powder, not necessarily pressure, but maximum amount of powder that you would load a 300 grain 454 bullet to. Now, for those that don't know, a 454 Casull has a maximum operating pressure at 65,000 psi. And the proof loads that were designed to be used when developing any gun that shot a 454 Casull were designed up to 90,000 psi of pressure. So if a gun could not handle at least 90,000 psi of pressure, they redesigned the firearm because it was not approved to shoot the 454 Casull bullet. So it still is in that top 3 highest pressure handgun rounds ever developed. And so what I've got here is my 1885 high wall. I believe based on the codes and everything on it, the serial number, this gun was actually built around in the mid 2000s. And if anybody knows anything about the Browning 1885 high wall action, they know that it is one of the strongest actions ever produced for a firearm, like ever. So, with that being said, from this point forward in load development for the ULR 454, and these are not rounds that are going to be fired in a handgun. They're not going to be fired in a repeating rifle like a lever action. They're going to be fired in a single shot platform. So, with that being said, I am seeding the bullets out as far as I can get. And this, I believe, is about that limit. It's got, I want to say maybe an eighth, maybe a little over an eighth, maybe 3/16 of bullet seated into the case. And I think that that is my limit to where I can keep the bullet perfectly aligned. So what this is going to do is it's going to maximize the amount of powder that I can put in that bullet case without compressing the load and increasing the amount of pressure in the load. So I think maybe the pressure is going to go up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to go up that much. So this from here forward is completely experimental. I'm going to take my maximum load data from before and go up from there, and I'm going to, not really talk about the specifics on that because, I don't want somebody trying this on their own and getting hurt because of it. I know what I'm doing, from my own experience and my knowledge. I'm not going to be pushing like the absolute boundaries of anything, but I am going to be going well above any published load data for a 454 Casull, and I am going to be sharing the results of that, but I'm not going to be sharing how I got there. So maximum OAL, that's what this is right here, and it's big. Like the previous one that I went to was a maximum OAL of 2.60 inches, and with this particular bullet, and my powder charge was 32.5 grains, and I was getting 1950 feet per second on average. So my goal is to get pretty far above that. I'm going to try to be getting around 2200, but I'm going to be stepping it up as I go, and I will share with y'all my results. So my goal is to keep the pressures low, but the velocities higher. And you do that by getting more case capacity, because you don't want to compress the load, because compression equals higher pressure. And so we're going to seat the bullet out as far as it'll go, take the pressure off, and I'm not going to be crimping these bullets in any way. These are going to be single feed bullets into this single shot rifle. So, with that being said, I've got some experimenting to do and some loading to do, and we'll see you guys Saturday when we get to go test these things. Or, sorry, probably Sunday. Probably not Saturday. It may still be loading Saturday afternoon. So, yeah, this is gonna be something, and I've been looking forward to doing this. Alco Bullets, I want to give a shout out to them. They are the ones that are helping me out with this a little bit by hooking me up. Of course, this time I am not using blemished Alco bullets. I went ahead and spent the money and bought the non-blemished ones, and these are the 300 grain ultra low drag, long range muzzle loading bullets that they make. So I'm super excited for this project. I hope you guys are too, and I hope that you guys stay tuned and really check out what's going on with this rifle, because I cannot wait to be really doing some long distance shooting with it. Once I get my load down and my bullet the way I want it, I cannot wait. It's going to be a really fun project. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you next time in the next video.